Arkady Kuhlman, what do you mean by rock, then roll when it comes to corporate leadership?
Well, it seems to me that America is all about innovation and optimism and basically testing the frontiers. I mean, we've done it throughout our whole history. So really what we want to do is we want to rock the market, not rock your boat, but rock the market. And then we want to keep rolling. I mean, a lot of great ideas, a lot of great inventions, right, never really get going, right? Somebody comes up with a great idea, we either can't get them financed or we don't really get anything done, and then people kind of give up, right? And as leaders today, what we really got to do is we got to rock the market, and we got to roll through and actually get it done.
In the book, you talk about culture-driven leadership. And now here's a question. Will this alienate some customers or employees if they don't like that particular culture?
Well, here's what my view is. I mean, I happen to be in the banking industry. It's a regulated industry. It's pretty traditional. But we like to operate ING Direct as a retailer. And so think of us as a retailer. And in that marketplace, cultures are very different, very distinctive between types of retailers. And we want people on the consumer side to interact with us the way they would basically buy a cup of coffee, the way they would like to buy a share without, having a lot of education or a lot of advice. They want to do it standard, straightforward. They want to have a choice, and they want to do it simply. So we like to think of ourselves as a retailer. And that doesn't mean that the discipline of money and the discipline of banking in a regulated industry isn't important. We are doing things in the right, rigorous fashion that you need to. But the brand, the way people think about you and the way they see the customer experience has to be easy, has to be like retailing.
The way you do things is according to what you call in the book an orange code. Tell me about the orange code.
Well, the orange code really is if you want to get people together. Now, here's my premise, Greg. The society is very diverse that we're into. It's getting more diverse every year. The employee base, the people that you work with, is pretty diverse. And so our challenge is to actually get everybody under the tent, so to speak, right? And make it inclusive. And to do that, we all have different backgrounds, different beliefs. We have different religions. We come from different parts. And so we need to find something to rally around, something to basically say, this is the mission we're on. And those principles are the things that then basically become the voices of the culture, the voices of the brand.
How do you keep that culture, that voice, through, for example, a merger, which ING Direct right now is going through with Capital One?
Well, you can probably think that the people that basically have very distinctive cultures as organizations, they're hard to erase. They're hard to build, but they're also hard to erase. So I think when you do a merger like we're doing with Capital One, I think the best of what Capital One has is going to basically come forward. Some of the best practices and ideas and cultures that we have are going to come forward. And Capital One has been pretty straight about that. They say, look, they admire a lot of things about what ING Direct does, and they'd like to basically aspire to have those things work for them.
Finally, what leaders, corporate leaders or political leaders, do you admire? And did you think about while writing the book?
Absolutely. I mean, as we saw the journey of ING Direct from startup to basically 11 years later, you could see Southwest Airlines, IKEA, Costco, Amazon, Dell, right? And now the new ones, of course, Facebook, Google, right? And these are all companies that have sort of got a very clear vision. They had a mission, and they basically went and changed the marketplace, right? So this constructive, way of going about things, to break up the way we're doing it, find new productivities, new opportunities, is what we're all about. That's what the market looks for. That's what leaders look for. And by the way, I think that's what consumers look for.